Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I hope everybody got to check out my first introduction video, just explaining about what this channel is going to be about and what you can look forward to seeing on here. As you can tell, my surroundings are different. I moved to Hawaii. In my last video I explained a little bit. You can probably see in the background there's palm trees and it's sunny outside, and my mom's back there too. I don't know if you can see her. She's helping along with this moving process, but we're actually in quarantine right now, 14-day quarantine. So even though I'm in paradise, I'm still, stuck in a house for 14 days. So that gives me plenty of time to, make videos like this one, where I'm going to try to go over some of the basics of, trading, the foundations of trading, what I did when I first started, and hopefully I can give you guys some great information in doing that. When I first began trading and I, was interested in it, I dabbled in it a little bit in high school, but then, I kind of fell through. I was busy with a lot of things. But when I started, which was about, about a year ago, close to a year ago soon, I kind of, I really didn't know what I was doing. I don't know. I feel like now that, I've had success from this, I still feel like there's so much I don't know about trading, but I'm learning more and more every day, but when I first started, I really didn't know what I was doing. So the first thing I did, to learn about trading is, I went on YouTube, and that's probably why you're here. That's probably why you're watching these videos, to learn more about, how to get started, because you just like, where do I start? So the first thing I did when I started is I saved up money. Of course, you can look at trading and, investing and stuff like that as, almost gambling. But when gambling, you're always set up to lose. But when you're investing, the amount of knowledge you have and, even timing and luck, all these things come in play where, instead of having a, 40%, winning rate, you have a, 80%, 70% win rate. So it's close to gambling, but in the long term, you can make money and you can, live off, investing and trading. So yeah, the first thing I would say to, get started with trading is up each month. That's what I did. I, kept saving. And, once I got to a good amount where I feel like I could make some money off, I just started. I just put it into, a savings account, and then I put that aside. And when I felt like I had enough money for that, I went straight into it. So after that, I think the second thing you should do are, ask yourself what your investing goals are. There's a lot of ways to invest. There's a lot of ways to, put your money. And for me personally, what I wanted to do when I first started was a long-term investment. So since usually when you're starting off with, not very much money, like anything below maybe like $5,000, I would say, these are long-term investments. You're not gonna be able to, day trade and all this stuff. You're gonna have like long-term investments for this stuff. This is my thought process when I started, because really with that amount of money, you're not gonna be able to, double your money or triple your money in like one day. Like, that's not possible. It's possible, but like, it's not gonna happen, like very rare. So I would say, have a goal in mind about what you want to do with the money, investing wise, long-term, short-term options, all these things. If you know about options, this is more of a video for people who, are just starting and really don't know what these other investing, securities are. So yeah, I'd find out what you want to do with the money. That's the second thing. After that, one of the most important things you have to do is figure out what brokerage you want to go with. There's so many brokers to to pick from, and a lot of people get confused about which one to pick. And that makes sense when there's so many out there, and they all have their benefits. They all have their negatives. So for me, my opinion, when I first started, I chose Robinhood, which I'm sure the vast majority of you people have learned about, or you're probably trading on right now. That's one of the biggest things going on right now is Robinhood. I think it's one of the best platforms for beginners because, it's a very simplistic, minimalist platform that allows people to, get a very, very good basic idea of trading. So I think that is one of the best platforms to start off with. For me personally, when I started with Robinhood and I started finding myself success, and then I needed more detail, I needed to learn more, I needed to get more out of it, I needed to be able to do more options when I'm investing. So I switched over to TD Ameritrade, and they have a platform called Thinkorswim, which is basically essentially a day trading platform that has a crazy amount of benefits. It's way more detailed, 100% more reliable. I don't know if anybody, you guys have been trading on Robinhood and you get errors where you can't buy a stock because the network's down or the whole network has been down. Like that's some of the major things that are happening with Robinhood right now, that a lot of people are getting pissed off about, because they're losing money when you can't sell your stock because the network is having errors. Like that's all Robinhood. So if you don't know anything about investing or trading or any of that stuff, I would say start off with Robinhood, because if you're most likely not doing options, and you're most likely not doing like short-term investments. So I would do Robinhood, because if there's like network errors going on with Robinhood and you're in a long-term investment, that's not going to matter. It's going to be fixed, in an hour or whatever. So I would go with Robinhood. It's a very easy platform to understand in the beginning. I'll do future videos on Robinhood and Thinkorswim, just to get people acclimated to how to use the platforms. But right now I just want to talk over how to use talk over which one to pick first, my opinion. So yeah, definitely be some future videos about that. But I would say Robinhood for beginners when you're first starting. I do want to mention also that I have only used Robinhood and Thinkorswim. I have not used any other brokerages, so I really can't inform you guys on other brokerages and what they do and the benefits they have. I will also mention for the platforms for Robinhood and Thinkorswim. Robinhood has no commission fees. They have no fees. It's basically a free service when you first sign up, especially if you have barely any money, not a lot of money to trade with. It's a great starting place. Thinkorswim also has very low fees. It has no fees on buying or selling stocks and all that stuff. But you guys will definitely have to look into it personally, about what they have and what they don't. So be careful when you're choosing your brokerages, because a lot will have hidden fees and usually stuff they don't highlight on their website, about what they offer. There's just hidden fees like that stuff. So get a feel for it. It shouldn't be an easy decision. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about what you should expect on returns for investing when you're first starting out. So for me personally, when I first started, it was a very, very, very slow process. When you're working with not very much money, you're not going to see a lot of gains in the first few months. The first few months I knew it wasn't going to go very fast. You're not going to make a lot of money. That's just how trading is. So you need to get the concept out of your head that you're going to instantly double your money, instantly triple your money. You have to get that concept out of your head, because it's not going to happen. That's unrealistic. But when you're first starting, you just gotta be consistent. You gotta keep going with it. Every month I would keep putting money into my positions. I had long positions in a lot of things that I felt would go up and would bring me profit. There's months where nothing is happening. It seems like it's not really compounding onto itself. You just got to stay optimistic, and you got to keep investing. So be very optimistic about where your positions are, and once you're growing your account, you'll start to see those gains faster and faster. And once I got into options trading, and once I got into day trading with larger amounts of money, that's when I started really seeing a lot of money come in, a lot of profit come in. So just stay optimistic. Once you grow your account to a certain level, you can start having more freedom with that account. So I would say keep that into mind. What a lot of people do when they're first starting and they don't see the results they want, they usually go all in on one stock and hope, like pray, cross their fingers that it's gonna, you know, explode and they're gonna get a ton of profit. But guys, that's not what's gonna happen. I hope I helped you learn a little bit on how to start, on where to begin. You know, I really didn't dive into, you know, how to trade with Robinhood, how to trade Thinkorswim, all these things. I will definitely get to that stuff in the future, and how I started and what type of trading I started with. I can show you guys how to do that, and you know what I did. I will definitely dive into that sometime during this quarantine. Yeah, I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. I'm sorry, I'm just getting the basics out of the way for these new traders and all these guys. If you're an intermediate trader, you kind of know what you're doing, but there's still subjects that you're unaware of. Definitely stick tuned. There's gonna be a lot more videos coming out. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you know, follow the channel for some future content. Follow my social media. I'll have that in the description. And yeah, stay tuned, guys. Thanks. Peace.